morning, everybody, and welcome to the Early Watch. I'm Jimmy, and with us, as always, Mr. Tony York.
Hey, good morning. We are on a record run now, three in a row.
Hell yeah, going for foe. Maybe. I don't want to make any promises. But yeah, hello everybody. Welcome to the jungle. I seen Gunny
What,
out
Beauty? Are
there.
you,
Go ahead.
Beauty, afraid to go to Starbucks with us playing?
Yeah, I don't drink at Starbucks. I don't know if they're good or not. That's just something that I've never done because I always like coffee, which I'm fucking stuck with black coffee this morning. Very, very uninspiring. But yeah, I always like my shit kind of sweet, but I've never done like Starbucks. I feel like that's something that a person can get addicted to. They probably have like a fucking couple few hundred grams of sugar in there somewhere floating
Oh,
around.
yeah. Starbucks is the home of the fucking caffeinated milkshake.
Yeah, see, that's how yeah, that's that's how addiction starts, folks. And trust me, I've been breaking
I
enough vices over this past year. I'm fucking not goddamn me. No.
I don't do the Starbucks thing. Just for one, there was a thing where they kind of snubbed the military years ago, but just money. Too fucking pricey.
Yeah, well, there is that too. $5 a cup versus make one at home for like a few cents. However much.
Yeah, I don't spend $5 a day making coffee.
No, I spent
I drink
about
coffee all day long.
I spent about $5 on coffee for the week. Just about.
I spend probably 70 a month.
Jesus Christ. I go through like a pot in a day. I'm assuming you go through like two or three of them shits.
Yeah, actually, here lately, I've been just making, unless the old lady's home, I make 4 cups of what it takes to fill my thermal. Shut the coffee maker off so I'm not heating it.
Oh, are they the ones? Well, she says, Gunpowder says, just wanted to talk shit about Jimmy starting a little late. Ha ha ha! Hardy har. Yeah, kick the
I
little
was
guy
about
while
there
he's
with you,
down.
Beauty.
I was here on time. We just started late. That's all. But she says the
Yeah,
fucking
you
woke.
was here on time.
Yeah, a little early, couple minutes. But she said the fucking woke bullshit. Who doesn't like guns? Why the hell would I support that? What? So Starbucks was the one? Oh yeah, that's right, huh? Didn't they like ban people from carrying in their stores or something like that?
That may well be. I don't know. I know they do a lot of green,
I don't mind that.
and their new fucking CEO refused to move to Seattle, so they use their corporate jet to fly him to Seattle and back 3 times a week. It's real fucking mean.
Yeah, that was gonna say that's not very that's not very woke of you, sir. Well, it's like the vegetarians. When I was watching some shit like a few weeks ago about all these avocado farms or whatever, killing off squirrels and shit like that, and it's like, yeah, save one cow, kill a trillion squirrels. That's animal rights for you.
Well, the thing of it is that that's the way with all farming. You know, plant wise, you go in and you plow up the ground and then you do all the tillage and put chemicals in it. You got to kill everything in there
Yeah,
that's
you have
living
to.
that would damage the crop.
If you want a crop, they gotta die.
Yeah.
It's not.
So I'm trying to save all them little uh, not woodland, but grassland creatures so they can live and eat cows. We
Yeah,
got plenty of cows.
yeah. They're even starting to make genetically altered, modified fucking test tube cows. So it ain't like we're running out anytime soon. But them little squirrels, though, I'll tell you what, them prancing and frolicking and all that shit in the forest make for a great target.
Yes, they do.
And all you goddamn vegetarians are ruining that shit. A decent snack, too.
They also work out well because you can use them in place of beef or chicken.
Yeah. Beauty says, listen, squirrels are dicks. They could use some thinning of their population. Yeah, give me a 22. We'll go out and thin a whole bunch of squirrels.
I'm waiting for it to cool down a bit before I go. The situation is, it takes me quite a while to get back to the truck, and I'm concerned that I've lost squirrels due to spoilage a few times. I don't want to do that anymore.
Mm, yeah.
You're a fucking hour and a half away from the truck, and if it's the first one, you want to keep looking for more. And then I'm, you know, an hour from home. Well, 30 minutes, but it's an hour by the time you decide to jump in the truck and drive and get out.
Get everything together, all that shit, yeah. But yeah, I don't know. It's still fun.
I could take a cooler, I suppose, with ice. I've got ice packs here. Use blood on.
Oh, I'm bringing snacks. Snacks come wherever I go. They go wherever I go. You know what I'm saying. Snacks are my one and
I
only true friend. They've never disappointed me, never let me down. Well, yeah, for the most part, never let me down.
generally I don't. I may stop and grab something from the Casey's on the way, or if I get hungry while I'm there, I'll just take a break and go to Casey's because it's 15-minute trip.
Yeah, I'll be right back. That type of shit.
I was more into the getting snacks and stuff. Found out when I had lined up because you're not doing anything. You're just sitting there waiting.
Yeah. All right, let's get into the today's episode, the rule of two. Are you familiar with the rule of two, Tony?
Well, if you mean two is one and one is none, yeah.
No.
However, if you mean Trump got shot at, or not shot at, excuse me, had an assassin potentially on him
Plan.
again yesterday.
Yeah. So what do you would that just? I mean, it's not botched because nothing happened, right? So it wouldn't be considered a botched assassination, or would it be
They
considered
just
botched
caught
because?
him.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying because they got caught.
They caught him before he had a chance, but it was fucking close enough to be of concern.
Was it another
I mean, they
fucking?
say that
Go ahead.
he was within 500 yards of Trump, or Trump was within 500 yards of him.
Oh, that's death right there. Yeah. What's up, Fudd?
He had a, hey, Mr. Fudd, he had a SKS with a scope on it. I don't know how
Yeah, that's.
good of a thing it is.
If there was ever a gun that screams Antifa, boy, SKS with his fucking little scope on it.
There's a lot of history on this guy, and I doubt he's involved with Antifa. I don't think he's leftist at all.
No, I'm sure he's a fucking some other sort of MK Ultra fucking victim, subject, whatever. But no.
I haven't really studied the stuff I've seen so far. I watched half a dozen videos, but I haven't looked into the guy himself much,
Yeah,
so
see,
I don't know.
I seen a couple videos when I was scrolling through this morning before I jumped on, but I didn't want to watch any of that shit, man. I've been watching a lot of fucking trap lore. Are you guys familiar with trap lore? Trap is like fucking street shit. So what it is right, these fucking like young rapper gangbangers are killing motherfuckers, like legitimately killing motherfuckers, and then rapping about them in their songs and then telling on themselves and shit like that. And I guess that's just like the new wild craze. This world is getting ridiculous to me. I've been down that rabbit hole for about a day and a half now.
Just think we thought Tide Pods were bad.
Yeah, now the gay beggars are all over the fucking internet. Like, yeah, I shot Pookie, and then make a song about Pookie or so. You know what I mean? And it's just like it's fucking crazy. And they don't go as brazen as saying I shot such and such, but you know, before anyone announces that a person is dead, they'll put rest in peace such and such and smoking on like weed and shit, smoking on such and such or whatever. Which back in my day, I know this is off topic and then off topic of the off topic that we went off topic on. But I remember back in the day, like, and it ain't like we did it all the time, but smoking on somebody's ashes was like a last, like, goodbye or something. You know, if they were pot smokers and you guys all smoke pot together, you smoke his ashes and fucking blah, blah, blah. But nowadays, I guess it's disrespectful. It's just like, I understand that it's very minute and meaningless, but to me, it's just another fucking example of how the world is just becoming back ass words, and I hate
Well,
it.
I'll agree with you on that. It sounds just dumb as hell to me.
Yeah, but
But then again, I suppose they don't have a hell of a lot of fear of the law.
nah, nah, and it was crazy too because they were doing interviews with some of these fucking kids, and it's just like they're excuse me, they're not worried about fame. Well, fame is a part of it, I guess, but they're not worried about fame. They're not worried about making their money and all this other shit. They just want to quote catch a body, which for those that don't know the lingo, that means kill a person. And it's just like, what the fuck? This is I don't know. The world is crazy, man. They're either ultra
Yep.
soft and boys think they're girls and girls think they're boys, and we're running in a fucking unreal reality, or the exact opposite extreme, and motherfuckers are just running around killing each other. I don't get it.
Y'all fucking parents out there didn't beat these little shits enough.
And did that, like, did you even look at the little motherfuckers? Like, that's what fuck beating them. Did you? I mean, I don't know. I do not know. I've met some people that like have had crackhead parents and shit like that, and like but especially in the fucking foster system, holy shit, man, you see some horror stories in there. But I, I like I said, I don't get it. Anyway, back to the rule of two. I'm talking about from Star Wars. You never watched Star? I know you're a Trekkie.
I've
Never.
watched the original and the prequel.
Oh, I think this is from the sequels, the prequel sequels, I believe. Um,
The original six.
yeah. See, I never watched. I wasn't into it. My uncle tried to get me into fucking Star Wars when I was a kid, and I never latched on to the space stuff. I didn't like Top Gun either. Don't like flying fighting. Didn't like Independence Day, the original one, or the remake or sequel, whatever. It's something about flying shit to me and shooting photons and lasers and shit and going into warp speed. I don't know. It just never interested me. But anyway, apparently this is from the prequels, I guess. The rule of two: only two Siths can be active at one time as a Sith Lord and an apprentice. Which kind of, when I was like looking at, I was actually watching a video. When I was watching it, it kind of reminded me that how the Democrats and the Republicans tend to put the independent parties to the side. It can only be them two at a time. You hear about fucking the House of Representatives and the Senate and all that. I don't know how many independents are in there, but you pretty much only hear about the Democrat and the Republican side. And the House, the Senate, the President, all that. That's kind of the people that rule, if I'm not mistaken. There's only two at a
Well,
time.
have there has been a number that have switched from Democrat to Independent pretty recently.
Yeah, but how much
Manchin
traction?
being one.
How much traction do you think that in the future, the independent party is going to get any traction? Because
No,
they haven't. Yeah, okay, good. Because they haven't in the past. Like they don't get any kind of respect or love or anything. They're just like, eh. So are you a Democrat or a Republican? You know what I mean? It's just like fucking. I don't know. I don't know, but it kind of reminded me of that. So that's where the title of the episode came from and all that.
but I'm certainly not a liberal.
No, I'm not. I'm yeah. But see, I don't consider myself either fucking one because you just sit down and watch these motherfuckers bicker back and forth, and you're just kind of embarrassed by both. I'm almost embarrassed to share the same species as these motherfuckers nowadays.
Yeah, no shit. Uh, I have since probably 2000, God, maybe 2000 itself, considered myself to be constitutionalist, neither Republican nor Democrat. I just, there's too much shit I disagree with, and I'm completely 100% anti-gun control. So the uh, compromise shit is still gun control to me, you fucking asshole.
Yeah, any form of futzing with shit is that's gun control. I'm not with it. We should be able to have anything, no tax stamps, none of this bullshit. ATF should be fucking abolished. But anyway, regardless of that, um, that's where I'm at too. We've been through this already.
Yep.
I've been called a libertarian, but I don't like that. It's too close to liberal. I don't like it. But I'm of the same kind of mindset as you, whereas it's already been written down. We don't have to change the language of it. You want to fucking, make it into slang so all the fucking kids understand it? Get the fuck out of here. If you don't understand it, you're an idiot. If you want to debate it, you're either an idiot or just trying to start shit and trying to convince other idiots to ride for your cause. But fucking. So, see, it's hard for me because I have conservative values type of shit. But that kind of goes along with the whole constitutionalist thing too, because a lot of conservative values, um, I mean, kind of line up with the Constitution
Well,
for the more part.
the my real issues with conservatism are taxation, which they don't think there should be any yet. You know, we still need tax to pay for infrastructure that everybody uses.
Yeah,
And if everybody uses it, everybody should have to kick in a nickel or so. And then this whole fucking stupid war on drugs has been going on. 50 fucking years.
Yeah.
I don't know that I'm in the make everything legal and let God sort the mess out. Sometimes I lean that way, but you know, pot, class X drug, that's bullshit.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Yeah, in some states, there's still some people that are sitting in jail for weed crimes that they committed in the early 2000s and the 90s and shit. But
Now it's quite possible that I'll never do weed ever again, but I I am not opposed to it.
yeah, if you want to smoke, smoke. If you want to drink, drink. The key part of it is you anyway, is the person. That I mean, sugar's out there. Sugar. We were talking about that at the top of the episode. Sugar is the fucking worst drug that's out there. You stay addicted to it. It fucks with your fucking insides. Even skinny motherfucker. Like you could be a skinny motherfucker. Sugar still could fuck with your organs, your brain, all your shit. You know, it's highly
And
addictive.
believe me, I have to jab myself fucking 4 times a day.
Yeah, yeah. And those of you out there that don't know or listening for the first time or whatever, Tony is skinny. You would look at
Yeah, I
Tony
weigh
and think,
146 pounds.
especially for an old man, you would think. I was just fucking with you. But seriously though, you look at Tony, you would think, oh, he's healthy as a horse. Maybe not that much. If you stop from the neck down, you'd be like, oh, he's healthy as a horse.
Old horse.
Shit. But yeah, so did Star Wars try to warn us, or were they just pointing and laughing? Um. So okay, here's one.
I
Go ahead. Go ahead.
I don't know. I mean, the same situation was around then. I mean, we still were two political parties, and of course you had the sort of offshoot parties like Independence and Green and whatever. But God, there hasn't hardly been. I know there's not been any real third party in my life.
Yeah, I was gonna say I've never seen it. I've seen attempts. Uh, that's
Right,
what's
but
up. Thanks, Dr. Goon. He said, glad to see you're back on YouTube. Much respect to you.
hey Doc,
Get rid of all government abbreviations. Yeah, I don't. Yeah, all that shit is unnecessary. And I would even go a step further as to say there should be a vote somewhere to get rid of Democrats and Republicans. Like, who gives a fuck what your party is and all that other shit? That's just. I know I keep saying this word and I hate it. I'm gonna stop. But all the Democrat and Republican party, all the parties, just fucking um, promote division in our country.
I
There's there's no reason if you're gonna look run the country how you run the country, have what values you have, and if people line up with them values, that's what they're gonna be. We'll get into it in a second. I'll let you finish what you were gonna say, but about like the party loyalty thing, all that does is cause division. Go ahead. I want to get into that in a second.
I agree with you, and I have been on that kind of mindset probably since the first or second term of Obama. Just fucking end political parties. Disallow that shit.
Yeah. Well,
But
yeah.
that ain't gonna happen because that's where the money's funneled through.
Well, that's the lobbyists, the fucking yeah. That's yeah. But the thing is though, is that and what kills me about people is just that wake the fuck up. Look at what's going on around you. I mean, even if you have to, and that whole history, you know what I mean? It will repeat itself if you forget it. I butchered the saying, but you know what the saying is. Everybody knows what that. Everybody has heard that
Yeah,
saying before. So fucking people don't know their history. Look at the Democratic Party. Uh, Wasn't a Democrat the one that started the KKK? Wasn't a, you know what I mean?
Yes,
And then all the shit that Lyndon B. Johnson said, which I mean, granted, okay, that's in documents and shit that you actually have to go out of your way and look for nowadays, especially nowadays, because I'm sure that the Democrats did what they could to scrub that shit from the internet. But I mean, everything that he said about having the blacks work for him and all this other shit, it not only did it come to fruition, but it it came with loyalty and like, you know what I mean? It's just, it's crazy to me. So that's what I wanted to get into too, is party loyalty. So how far would someone's party loyalty go? Like, say for example, a Republican, but all of a sudden, just like how the Democrats and the Republicans flipped roles over the past, throughout the past, just say all of a sudden the Republicans completely flip on guns and say that there should be gun control and blah 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 and this and that in any way, shape, or form. Whether it started lightly or they put their fucking, they dropped the hammer first thing. How many Republicans would stay Republican? Would they be convinced? Would they be like, well, fucking Nader said that, you know what I mean, or whatever the fuck, you know? Fucking Trump says that all guns should be locked up and have permits on it, and we need to take tests in order to even be able to purchase a gun at the gun store. I think he's right. Or would they be like, I'm a Democrat now, or I'm an independent now, or what? You know what I mean? What do you think?
I'm a constitutionalist, which is
Well,
largely
I
due to
mean,
what you just fucking said.
okay, yeah, but I mean on a
Too
mass
many
though.
fucking,
Like
even
you're very
fucking
logical.
Reagan.
You're, yeah, okay. That makes, yeah, that would have changed your mind back then immediately. But now you are a logical person, though. You're a thinking person. You're like, hey, I see this is wrong, and I don't give a fuck what you guys call it. It's wrong to me. Like, you kind of have the ability to see through the bullshit en masse. En masse? En masse? Whatever. You know what I'm saying. En masse. Would you fucking. Do you think that the masses can be fooled that easily? Because to me, it seems like they have been already. Like, it's that easy.
That's what I was just going to say. They already have been.
Yeah.
Yeah, you stop and think about it. And if you're looking at Trump as a political candidate, who in the fuck would have ever voted?
Yeah.
He had zero fucking political experience. And that's largely how he got himself in so much trouble. Is didn't know when to shut the fuck up.
Well, yeah, there is that part. That's 100% correct. But he also, I think that it was a little bit like, it was sort of strategical. Because, I mean, there was jokes about him running for president in the 90s. But fucking, he rubbed elbows. He made the right friends. He greased the right elbows, you know. And fucking, he did it, man. He did it. But so, are you saying that if there wasn't a Democrat or a Republican and we were just running off merit, which I don't understand why that's a crazy fucking idea?
Do you know how much research it would take to know the merit of these fuckers?
Not just okay,
People aren't
lie,
going to invest that much fucking time.
right? But they're gonna sit there and lie to you on TV anyway. Fucking lie to me. Tell me something. You know, spit it off the top of your fucking head. Tell me what your policies are, what you plan to do with this federal government, how you plan to let the states govern themselves, or the exact opposite, or somewhere in the middle. Tell me what you're all about, and then I'll vote for you, or I won't. You know, take out the fucking
Well,
Democrat, just the Kamala versus Trump, and see. I mean, Trump would win that because I don't know, he's more witty. I think Trump is good for fucking president because he's entertaining also. It's not just a schlub. People want to put in that entertaining president.
He's fucking surprisingly fearless too.
Yeah, but is it fearlessness? Is it conscious fearlessness or is it ignorance? He know not what he do.
Uh, I don't know. His
Like fucking with
reactions
fucking
after
with.
these two assassination things pretty fucking fearless.
Oh yeah, he's a ballsy motherfucker. But I thought you're talking about like internet, like fucking poking the bear with the fucking South Korea or North Korea or whatever the fuck. That type of shit. That's what I thought you were talking about.
I
Yes, with
I
that,
don't
yeah,
think
that
that
was the.
that would be
Go ahead.
fearlessness. I think that would just be fucking arrogance.
Yeah, I could agree with that. I would say to ignorance to his consequences, to the possible consequences. But
Yeah, well, I granted he probably figures North Korea ain't got shit they can do to us.
yeah, what's this little Chinese guy gonna do to me? I don't do a good Trump. But yeah, I don't know. Like I said, who knows what really goes on in people's fucking heads and behind closed doors and all that shit. I'm just fucking wondering, like, trying to find the actual purpose of parties. This party is a group of
Uh,
like-minded individuals. This party is a group of like-minded individuals. So what you guys did here is create gangs. You have gangs.
but to the Democrats and to an extent the Republicans, but not quite as vividly Democrats, there's two separate parties there because there's your regular Democrats and similar in mindset from fucking Kennedy on, and then there's the extreme leftist part of it. And I don't quite get that one myself.
Well, yeah, and that's kind of my point though too, is that besides fucking promoting division amongst the people, it also it there's and this is just like fucking gangs. They're even infighting with each other and splitting off and make their own branches, and it it breeds extremists. Do we need more fucking extremists with more fucking brainwashed ideas in this world? Absolutely not. We need much less. A culling, I believe it was called. Somebody, we'll bleep that out in the post production, right? Yeah.
I yeah, right. Uh, I uh, I don't know. I still think a large part of the two-party system is just funnels where the money
Yeah.
it comes in and from all over the place, and they funnel it right down into this one easy-to-use bank,
Yeah,
and
and I,
that's the big reason why we have two parties is for the fucking financial aspects.
which it it more all your we've both together just described gangs. You know what I mean? Like they're fucking laundering money through lobbyists and fucking bullshit and uh advertising for people and for all this other monetizing fucking shit. It's our government shouldn't be like this. This is not what the federal government was put here for. And it also,
Now,
from some shit that I said before, we're idolizing these motherfuckers like they're some sort of celebrity. Which you guys know how I feel about celebrities already. Puh.
yeah, you think about it though. How much would the cash flow to the candidates diminish if a person had to actually look at each candidate and decide if they want to send money to a particular candidate, no pardon,
Yeah, but who
as
get?
opposed to just writing a check to the Democrat or Republican,
Yeah.
whichever.
Well, that's yeah. The DNC, the R, all that. I understand that, but they don't need fucking money to do they listen, that whatever their little salary is whatever their salary is. It comes out of the taxes, that's fine. We can still do it that same exact way. They don't need extra money on top of their salary. You know who needs extra money on top of their salary? Dirty cops. They want extra money on top of their salary. They want to steal shit from crime scenes and plant shit on people and take, you know what I mean? That's only crooked motherfuckers want extra shit on top. Like, you want another job? Go get another fucking job. That's what people that want a little extra on top do. They work two jobs. I've done it. You've done it. We've
Well,
all probably fucking done it. Most of us out there have probably fucking done it.
there's no doubt in my mind that there's a lot of dirt in the money that gets donated on either side. This is not
Oh,
conservative or liberal. This is political.
every side. The matcha tea party is getting fucking dirty money somewhere in their shit. Yeah. Every party.
It's like Robert Kennedy. Don't even tell me you don't think that there's some palm greasing going on with that one.
Oh yeah. But they still, I'm sure
It may not be cash.
they still have bootleg money from the 50s. I'm sure. I'm sure of it.
Yeah, but people who got money always want fucking more.
Yeah.
I've never seen a rich motherfucker say, no.
Yeah, well that's why this shit will never happen, because the actual politicians will never ever let that shit go through. I don't know what we could do to fix it. If there's a way that we could hold a vote to get away. I mean, not listen, nobody else is going to go for this anyway. You know what I mean? Even if you're sitting there listening to this, nodding your head like, "Man, it makes sense." No one's when it comes down to it, no one's gonna sign the petition. No one's gonna do what it takes to fucking, barely anybody. Not enough people are gonna do what it takes to fucking get shit done anyway. That's why I laugh with this whole changing stuff from the inside. Like, yeah, it's easy to check a name, a box next to a name. It's easy to do that shit. It's actually easy to
Yeah,
do
think
all
about
that
it.
shit,
Just
but
how much fucking swamp clearing did you do? None. I mean, beyond what any other president would have did when they came into office.
no. And that's the
You
thing.
know,
That's the thing too, is that I'm noticing how, and this just might be me reaching, right? But I'm noticing how people are starting to go lighter on criminals. Like, you could be arrested for murder in Chicago and get out let out that night with no bond. Nowadays, with no bond. I don't know if they go as far as murder, but you could get out with no bond. I'm still trying to figure
well,
out if
that
that's fair or not.
that bondless system is supposed to be only for non-violent.
Nonviolent
I'm not saying
offenders.
it is, but that was the idea
Right, yeah.
or the thing.
But a nonviolent offense could be like a felon catching a misconduct with a weapon charge. That's usually like an automatic 10 years, but they get let out right now. That's what I'm saying. I don't know how to feel about that, because there is the whole guilty until proven innocent, and getting held in jail and have to be fucking ransomed out isn't doesn't necessarily speak highly of that scenario. It's more of a, yeah, we know you did it, so you got to pay money to be if you want to be free until your trial. Like,
Yeah,
I don't know.
I I can see your point on that, but I don't know.
That's why
We went
I'm
so
torn as
long.
well. I'm torn as well. Go ahead, my bad.
We went so long with the whole, you know, bail, cash bail, that there was a pretty lucrative bail bond system that made it to where, a fair amount of people could afford to get bonded out. If you had like $10,000 bond, you'd have to come up with 1,000.
Right, yeah, 10%.
Uh, but when I was in jail, I didn't get fucking bonded out. I had to have the fucking fine paid.
Hmm.
And I wasn't in there a long time, but 16 hours in a fucking concrete cell seemed long.
It's a lot of time to still
The
sit there and
concrete
think.
chair is fucking shitty.
It's
Yeah, the
cold.
Tazewell County holding cell is not in any ways remotely comfy.
Fuck no. I
And
wouldn't.
I'm there in a pair of fucking school PE shorts and a t-shirt, freezing my fucking balls off.
Yeah, no fun at all. Hey, I bet. Did you watch this debate by any chance?
With Harris and Trump, no.
Yeah, nah, me neither. I don't. I just don't have any interest in it. I don't know. And not that Trump didn't do great as president. Like I'm not saying none of that, but I don't know. It's just so hard. But anyway, I seen the it trends on your YouTube shit, and then MSNBC had a YouTube video titled "She ate him for lunch," and I guess it was referring to the debate, obviously to Kamala and fucking Trump. But let me see. So that was the title of the video, and then the comments on this video. Pretty sure he was only debating the moderators. Don't know why Kamala even showed up. Another comment was, if the economy is doing so great under Biden, then why does Kamala and Walz need to fix the economy on day one? And another one, it doesn't matter who's looking good in a debate forum, blah 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 blah. And then the other one I thought was funny was, our media is totally unbiased, crying face emoji. And man, I can't believe
Well,
it. Go ahead.
the probably the single best idea that they were, going after Trump against her, the moderators, they already checked out that shit in Springfield, Ohio. And they got a politician from Springfield, Ohio to say that it wasn't true.
Yeah.
When I've seen about 12 different fucking YouTube videos that say it was, and they're pretty fucking convincing.
Yeah. And this always leads me back to the two, like, if motherfuckers are lying about one thing, are they lying about everything? What is, like, obviously the best lie comes from the truth, or whatever that saying is. Like, if you're telling them the truth, like, no, we were out driving and this guy fucking came out of nowhere and blah, whatever, and rammed us off the road and we hit the tree, when in reality, yeah, you were driving that car, but there was no other guy that came out of nowhere, and you swerved and hit the tree because you're a dipshit, or so you were texting, or whatever the fuck. You know what I mean? Like that.
I've, I've heard that comment several different ways, but uh, the greatest of lies starts with a little bit of truth is the
Yeah.
one that I remember.
Same idea though, ain't it? Pretty much.
Yeah, yeah. There's a couple of more known ones. That's one of them that mean the same thing.
You see,
They just take the truth and bend the fucking shit out of it.
I think that over these years, you should see how my memory works. Like I absorb the information and then I fuck it all up with my own words, and I get it. I understand the idea of what they're saying. I just never can remember the words.
Yeah, the thing is that Harris came out with at least three different quote unquote agenda items that were shit Trump has been saying.
Yeah.
You know, you do something with the fucking border wall.
The
Yeah,
tipping
the
the
tips.
fucking yeah, that
Yeah,
thing's a big one now.
and maybe the thing on intro too, but I don't know. Can't remember all because I try to tune a lot of this stupid shit out when I probably shouldn't, especially if we're back on the air with the show. I probably need to pay attention.
Yeah, that's
But
fucking true.
goddamn, I get tired of the bullshit.
I told you I set the alarm, don't. But yeah, fucking that's the one that sticks out, or the reason why that one sticks out, the one where the what was it, the tips, was because they showed two different articles and they made fucking Harris. Harris was like, Harris is for the people. She's taking away the tips, the taxes on tipped workers and all that other shit. And then there was another article, but it was about Trump, and it was like, Trump ends taxes on tipped workers. The U.S. will lose millions of dollars. Like, it's just how people word things. It's just, I don't know, man. Obviously, these are both liberal articles or tweets or whatever the fuck they are. So liberals are reading them. Leftists, whatever you want to call them. I hate titles like that, but whatever you want to call them, they're reading both of these. Uh, are they like, wait a second, that's the same story? Or are they just like, yeah, Kamala, Trump's a murderer. We hate Trump.
Yeah, well, you're probably on it right there.
Yeah, it's
They could probably read exactly word for word what Trump said on something that's exactly what the fuck they want, and they'll still hate him because it's Trump.
yeah, yeah. It
And this
makes
is
no
what you
sense.
get to when people don't want to do any of their own fucking thinking.
Mm, yeah,
Look, people, let me put it simply for the possible liberal, slightly leftist, whatever comes through this and might actually hear this part.
no, they didn't make it this
They
far.
want to restrict your fucking rights to a firearm. They want to make you a slave. Period. They may not be planning to do it tomorrow, but that is the fucking end game.
Yeah, I mean, I are these politicians? Do you think that they know that they can't keep controlling things and doing the way that they do forever, or do you think that they could keep this? They think they could keep this up forever.
They think they'll get what they want.
Yeah, I could
And
see.
make no mistake, the right be willing to disarm us just as much as the left.
Oh yeah,
They're just a little bit smarter and they don't say it out loud.
yeah. That's what I don't get. But it works though. It's effective arguing when you yell over somebody that's making a valid point. It's effective. I could give you
It
that.
shouldn't be.
But yeah, no, it shouldn't be. It shouldn't even be taught as a tactic. But like that's what children do. You're 25. You're 28. You're getting to be a big boy now, or girl, or they. I guess I don't even want to fucking. Me and my wife were talking about this shit the other day, and it's just like I don't even want to entertain that shit. Does does that
Yeah, the
make me an
thing of it
asshole that I
is
don't want to? Like, if you come up to me with your little fucking peach fuzz pubic hair on your face with your tits sticking out of your t-shirt, I don't want to call you a dude, man.
I won't.
That's yeah, I'm kind of past that.
The thing of it is go back to where this started. And how many of these people were fucking LBGTQ, ABC, whatever the fuck it all is? how much of a chunk of the population was it at that point to
I,
get years of a megaphone to shout?
no, I mean they've been wrapped up in a lot of tragedy and stuff like that, and that's when they really got big. Like there was that
They've been
kid that
wrapped
they
up in a lot of fucking headlines.
well yeah that that but I mean it's easy to feel bad for a little teenage kid that gets beat up by six guys at a party and dragged behind the truck or whatever. You know that's a good selling point. It's sad. It sucks. It's a
That's
tragedy.
one instant.
Well, no, I know that, but I'm saying though, all it takes is one good incident to get you your own fucking parade and and dancing
That's
a
what I'm
full
fucking talking
a
about.
full grown male in a thong dancing around children. Like, come on, man. Get the fuck out of here with that shit. This isn't pride at this point. That's fucking crazy. But yeah, it's
The
I don't know. Go ahead.
the fucking amount of people that this actually would have, or that actually would have been involved in this situation at the start. Not today, because there's fucking a million clingers honors who
Oh,
want to get their 15 minutes too.
anybody that wants to feel special, of course, yeah. This is something to latch on to. This is something to latch on to, and especially, oh wait, I don't have to play by the rules of reality either, or physics, or biology. Fuck yeah, I'm in. Count me in, guys. Give me that binding bra that'll hold my tits down in this fucking Carhartt t-shirt. Shoot a little testosterone in my hip. Hell yeah.
You think about it before that, look at the women's rights movement. You know,
Yeah.
they were fighting that shit for hundreds of fucking years.
Well, I think it's
Or
funny
at
too.
least
Even
100.
yeah. What's up, Patriot? Well, yeah. I think it's funny too how they have there's like infighting now too. There's like women athletes that are all for the LGBTQ, but they're tired of getting beat in their sport by men. And it's like, yeah, if you're not a biological woman, you shouldn't be able to compete. And it's just like, oh, so you're a transphobe now? Like, no, I'm cool with the LGBTQ. I'm getting tired of getting, beat up by men in a woman's sport.
You heard of Caitlin Clark,
I may have. I don't remember names good. What'd she do?
basketball player,
No. I
uh,
Is she a
rookie
man?
NBA basketball player? No, no, no. She's like 6'2" tall girl.
Oh,
Very, very good.
okay.
Uh, she's set a bunch of rookie records already this year. Uh, she's not, from what I can see, any sort of leftist at all.
Right.
But she's one that, you hear the NBA women bitch about not making as much as men. Well, she earns as much as any guy basketball player. She should be paid well.
No, I doubt that.
Oh,
Guys,
I know she's not.
yeah.
But I
And
mean, the whole thing with women's basketball is that, people pay to go see the NBA, but they ain't paying to see the WNBA.
yeah,
Well, they are with her.
they're getting paid accordingly. I feel like.
Whenever I've seen her play in a game, the fucking stands have been full.
I could believe that, but I've gone to two WNBA games. Now, granted, it was for the Mercury, and they were so fucking boring. It literally turned into, oh look, the girls could do layups too. None of them could fucking dunk. Like it was
I
just
don't
the
know if this.
boring, most boring basketball game in the fucking world.
I don't know if Caitlin Clark can dunk or not. I've
But
not seen her, but I remember. Goddamn, she's pretty hell on 3 point.
Patriot says I'm all for burning bras. Just saying, yeah, hell yeah, I'm with it too. I'm with it
But
too.
my point is that she's actually largely responsible for Indiana having fucking bleachers full when she's playing a game. So, or not, she's not college. She's Indiana WNBA. But where she plays, it's full when she plays,
Right.
and that should be reflected on her paycheck. It's her that's doing it, and it's not bad to watch either. They seem to be playing pretty hard. Not like watching the men play in the Olympics. That was something else, but still, it's entertaining enough.
Mm.
I don't know that I'd actually go pay to see a game,
I paid for two, and I'll never
but
watch the WNBA again. I brought my wife to
I
two
don't.
games.
I don't like to watch men's basketball either.
Not into basketball as much as I was when I was younger. When I was younger, I played a little bit, not like not professionally, not like in school or nothing like that, but I played. And after I was done playing, watching it kind of got boring. It was yeah. Um, all sports. After I found out the NFL was rigged and all that shit, I was kind of done with that too. And they try to play it off, and I don't like it. I don't like
I,
it no more.
I'll watch baseball if the Cardinals are doing okay.
Yeah,
I'll watch football for the playoffs and the Super Bowl sometimes if the team I got any interest in it. Usually, no.
yeah,
As far as watching sports, car racing would be one that top on the list, and it's not very much up there anymore.
nah,
I mean, it's about what the fuck you can buy to stick shit together. I don't care about. The
yeah,
NASCAR, those ain't fucking stock cars by any goddamn stretch. I'm for NASCAR back in the days. Fucking Chrysler was putting out a fucking 426 Hemi, and Ford was putting out a 427. They had a couple of different ones. They wouldn't let them run the overhead cambers, which probably would have really bitched like anything
hmm.
good. It's like watching fucking shooting. That's the most boring fucking thing, dude.
Yeah.
Watch somebody. Now we're not talking about like watching the grandkids learning. Different.
Oh no, I'm talking about. I'm thinking you're talking about like YouTube videos and shit.
Yeah, I I would skip even on Paul Harold video. Skip it. It just bores the fuck out of me. LA bores the fuck out of me to shoot paper targets.
Yeah, they're not doing nothing. It's just
I
sitting there. I hate it.
I I do it because how you sight guns
No, I
or
like
that's
going.
how
I
you
like. I'll
shoot.
make fun of it. It's fun to go shooting. I don't just go for work. Just to like sight it in and all right, everything's working good. I'm out. I like wasting some ammo sometimes. That's fun. But
Not
watching
me.
other people do it is the worst.
Now, if you add even the slightest competition in it, then it changes.
Well, yeah. But that's a whole different video then at that point.
Right, exactly. That's I would say that's where I really, really upped my shooting ability with the long gun. It's competition. We used to shoot once a week, and the winner, there was three of us in a group that did it, and the winner would get double cheeseburger meal bought for the loser.
That's a definitely
And
fucking good way to go about it.
yeah, it wasn't expensive. There wasn't any you know, hard feelings about getting money taken away, anything like that. But you still want something if you want. And I shouldn't say that that made me shoot better, because I could already shoot.
What made you step your game up?
It made me actually try.
Well, it's after 9, and I
But,
gotta get the fuck out of here, Tone.
all right, yeah, I get it. You said that in advance, so I drag week's on anyway, so I'm fine.
Yeah.
Hot
Yeah.
Rod Magazine drag week, not something LGBTQ.
I was gonna say, we still found a way to bring it back to trannies. And in the end,
Whose tranny pukes all over the fucking quarter-mile drag strip.
I'm sure there's a few that exist.
They were on a break cleaning the track from one when this started.
Oh shit. All right, folks. We'll see you next week. Sorry I had to cut this one short. I got an appointment, so fuck off.
All right, everybody have a good one.
Yeah, we'll see you next week.
We out.